that bind. Find your optimism, hope, happiness, joy, persistence, willpower from within yourself, and know that you can really release any of the things that are holding you back and any of the things that are causing any kind of codependent energy, as well, is kind of what I'm picking up from that too, is being able to free yourself, to really be able to move beyond feeling stuck because things didn't play out the way you wanted them to. You might be feeling stuck or like you can't move forward. But now's the time to free yourself from that energy and to move forward anyway. PTSD is causing you to see things that aren't real. Freeing yourself from any of the past trauma, hurt, scars, pain that may be obstructing and obscuring your vision, that may be causing you to feel anxious or fearful or upset or hurt in new situations that may not be anything like the old situations. But there's little things that are similar to it, and so it's causing you to connect those situations and to have the same emotions about this new situation as you might have in previous situations in the past. And sometimes we can really repeat those cycles again and again. But now's the time to be able to free yourself, and your higher self is saying that you have the power within yourself to be able to do this. You just have to go within to find the answers. Take that time to get quiet and really listen to yourself and your own truth. Don't do what others want you to do. Do what you want. You treat others with respect and dignity. You let others make their own mistakes, but are always there to pick up the pieces after. Your love of animals is a thing of true beauty. You are full of life, adventure, and courage. You know the true value of friendship, and you act accordingly. Wow. So you're somebody who is somebody who's a very interdependent person, normally. But you might be having past things creeping in that are causing some sort of codependency going on. Right now, it's time to just let other people make their own mistakes and to go forward on your own path. And to be there to pick up the pieces at the end of it, because that's what a true friend does. With no judgment and no judgment of the other person. There may be somebody in your life that is hurting you in some way because of the actions they're choosing to make, and they may not be for their highest good. But you can't do anything about that. You can't control anything anybody else outside yourself is doing. All you can do is send them healing love and light and positive thoughts, and believe that eventually they will overcome this. Everyone has their own journey to make. We can't expect all those journeys to be identical. And sometimes people are going to make mistakes. And all we can do is just be there afterwards, once they're coming out of it, to help in the end. Animals are amazing. And getting some kind of animal may also help you as well. Being able to have animals really help with PTSD. Animals really help with anxiety, fear, anything like that. Really just being able to sit there and love and cuddle and hold them really warms your heart. And right now it's just time to have courage and to go your own way and to allow others to go their own way. And to know that whatever's meant to happen will happen. And once again, we got scars of the past coming up. The need to leave behind anything that is no longer serving you. The need to go within yourself and to truly understand what it is that you want. To really go deep within. Get into a very introspective energy. A need to truly understand yourself and truly understand why you might be in this state of not seeing the blessings around you. It's time to walk away from things that are no longer serving you, and it's time to accept the offers of the universe of abundance and not to cling so tightly to this need to protect your heart. It's good to have boundaries, and it's good to set them in a healthy manner. But if you set them too high, then you're just building this giant wall around your heart that really cuts everything else out. And I know you don't want to cut everything else out just because of pain that happened in your life. So it's time to be honest with yourself and to understand that just because something like that happened before doesn't mean it's going to happen again. And you will recognize those things coming up again when they really come up again. Some things might seem a little similar, but really aren't the same thing. You're somebody who's very direct, honest, somebody who's very communicative, keen, perceptive, somebody who's been through a whole hell of a lot in your life. But you have gained a lot of wisdom and knowledge from everything you've been through in your life. So don't let the past hold you back from being able to open up your heart to the future and the abundance and beauty it could bring into you. That's what I got for this pile. I really hope that this helped you in your situation. Thank you so much for watching. If you wanted to say anything about the reading, leave me a comment, or if you'd like to suggest a video for later, I'd love to hear your suggestions. Have a beautiful day. So for pile 3, in this pile we have someone who has been freeing their heart. Someone who is awakening to all the love and light within themselves. There's a need to connect to nature and to really truly bring your true self out. A need to shed any masks that may be keeping you from being who you truly are. There's a lot of hope and optimism and happiness in this picture. And freedom. You have the freedom to be yourself. You have the freedom to heal your heart. And you may be somebody who's very connected to the earth, somebody who is very intuitive, somebody who is very natural, very natural. And somebody who really enjoys nature. And if you haven't been taking a lot of time out in nature, now would be the time to take that time out in nature. It'll help you find that joy and optimism within yourself again and your passion for life again. And it'll help you to be able to open up your heart from a grounded place. So for your energy, we have Fire Ant. Aggression, rigid thinking, and following orders. Fire Ant energy flares up without us even noticing. It is the force that attracts us to people and situations that feed our imbalances, rather than those that counter them. Gossiping and blaming are a few indicators that misaligned Fire Ant energy is at play. You may also find yourself stewing on a person or a situation, only making things worse. How can you break free from the drama and cool down? Fire ants are surprisingly sensitive. Don't pretend the heat isn't getting to you. When in balance, thoughtful and disciplined. When out of balance, argues, excessive heat, gossips. To bring into balance, solo time and walks at night. So yeah, once again, being able to really take that time to yourself to cleanse and clear your energy, to figure out what it is you want, and to leave behind the opinions of others, to really be able to focus on where you want to go instead of doing what others feel you should be doing, instead of worrying about the opinions and thoughts of others, and instead of worrying about the judgment of others. And also a need to make sure that you aren't judging others or too harshly, or that you aren't gossiping about others or stuck on any kind of situation that isn't good for you in general. Being able to free yourself from that energy, being able to heal your heart and to connect to your higher self and to connect to nature and to just be able to feel the peace and the calm washing over you, squashing out this energy of aggression and fire and being able to make sure that you are not accepting anything less than what you're worth as well, I'm feeling like. Hope is the conduit for miracles. I choose love no matter what. So your higher self wants you to get more in touch with the love within yourself, with the light within yourself, with the happiness within yourself, and to let go of any of the aggression or the pain or the chaos going on outside yourself, or any of the people who bring that drama and chaos into your life, and to instead focus on love and focus on hope. You are always yourself. You don't believe in hiding your true nature. Exactly. Someone very natural, someone very fearless and very bold, someone who expresses their truth. And you can't do that when you're around others who don't. And you can tell others who don't because they're the ones talking about everybody else, but they can't own up to their own things. You are as stubborn as they come, which means you stick to your beliefs. You are a social chameleon. You are able to fit in anywhere. But just because you're able to fit in anywhere doesn't mean you need to be in that place either. But you're somebody who really can blend into any group. Somebody who is really truly yourself. And somebody who doesn't falter from their own beliefs. You may be very rigid, and maybe there's a need to, as well, be a little bit more open to other people's ideas and thoughts, or open to other people's perceptions without judgment. You never let others bring you down to their level, no matter the situation. You always take the high road. I'm liking this energy of this reading, really, in a lot of ways. Reliable, strong, stable. You are always there when needed and remain grounded in hard times. So you're somebody who's really able, very capable and able of handling any situation. You know, as long as you're not staying stuck on something that is taking over your thoughts or is, you know, feeding on your energy, including people around you. Then you have the ability to be grounded, strong, and stable. That's why there's this need to get back out into nature, too, is maybe you've had a little trouble being in this grounded energy lately, but this is a reminder from your higher self that you are this person, that you are somebody who really believes in doing what's best for everyone around you. You're somebody who stands up for the little guy. You're somebody who always speaks your truth and is able to fit in anywhere you need to fit in. Are you ready to move forward? You might be the only thing standing in your way. Yeah, being stuck on something in the past keeps us from being able to move forward into new things. And there may be something amazing ready to happen as soon as you're able to let go of whatever past situation this is referring to. Mysterious things are happening, which means there's a lot of things going on behind the scenes that you may not be seeing in this moment. But it's up to you to be able to move forward, to be able to release control and not focus on the outcome, and to be able to be present in the moment. So yeah, really being able to just let go and let things happen how they're supposed to happen. And maybe don't. And you can't control what others around you are doing either, or what they got going on. Sometimes when we're stuck in that rigid mindset, we really try really hard to make everything go our own way. And the whole thing is, control's an illusion. There's no such thing as control. The only thing we can control is our reaction to the situations going on around us. We can't control anything outside of ourselves at all. So just being able to release and to be able to have fun in and of the moment. Maybe go out and celebrate with your friends and just have fun. Really being able to just smell the roses and enjoy life in the moment that you're in. Are you being honest with yourself? What would you do if you didn't hold yourself back? All these piles are very similar tonight, but this one's kind of reminding me of pile 1 as well. Even more so than pile 2 did. This one's really reminding me of that one a lot. What would you do if you weren't holding yourself back? Really? Where would you go? What would you do if you weren't stuck in this rigid mindset of thinking that you can never change yourself and nothing's ever going to change in your life and you have to stay the same way forever? I knew somebody once that told me that 42 years old is a little late to be changing career directions, don't you think? No, I don't. If you aren't happy where you're at, change. You're the only person who can change your life. And if you weren't holding yourself back, what exactly would you be doing in this moment? Probably not what you're doing now. Because it really doesn't look like it. It really looks like your higher self is telling you that there is something you're wanting to do. You just got to release control and you just got to do it. Go out there and do it. Death. So there's a transformation unfolding in your life right now. There's some sort of truthful new communication coming in, or I think it's more of a sudden awakening in your thoughts, an alignment with your truth, and really understanding what you truly want, and then taking action on it. And also really just being able to express your truth, being able to communicate from a place of honesty. What would you truly say to other people if you weren't holding yourself back from communicating your truth? There's been some sort of transformation in your life. There's been some sort of shedding of some old cycle or pattern, or some old ideas or thoughts. Maybe even possibly an ending to some sort of situation. But that also means there's this new beginning, a new beginning in thoughts, a new beginning in communication, a new start, a new chance to be able to express your truth and who you really are. And all it takes is taking this leap of faith, being able to trust in yourself, to be able to fly. If this bird jumps off this branch, it's not like he's ever flown before. But he trusts himself, and he takes that leap of faith, and he jumps out there, and 9 times out of 10, they fly away just fine. They don't fall and hit the ground. And all it takes is taking that chance to take that risk. There's also a need to be really very grounded in your emotions and to really see the truth of how deeply connected you are to your emotions. To also be able to communicate the truth of your emotions, free of any of the past scars or traumas. Maybe even, there might even be a sudden awareness about some sort of past trauma you went through and how it's done and over with now. And you can do whatever you want at this point. That past doesn't have to hold you back. And this also may be about communicating the truth of some sort of deeply felt emotions you have for another as well. It may possibly even be about taking a leap of faith towards some sort of reconciliation, whether it be with a partner, whether it be with a friend, whether it be with family, reconnecting to something that was a very deep emotional connection, and being able to speak your truth in this situation, and being able to understand that everybody has their own path to take. That's what I have for this pile. I really hope this helped you in your situation. Thank you so much for watching. Have a beautiful night or day, whatever it is, wherever you're watching. Hope to see you here again.